Hello.
Hello.
This is the third take because we keep messing it up. We've got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time. So, in the past several days since Thursday, Wednesday, we never talked about it last video blog, but last Wednesday I had photography training. Went great. Everybody learned a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
people were really appreciative of it, and they were like, okay, so the key thing we're taking away from here is not to center pictures. And we're like, well, you can still center them. It's not bad, but...
There just needs to be a reason for centering them.
It was really funny, though, because they were like, really? That was one of the big eye-openers I remember hearing from the takeaway.
Everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to center my pictures.
And we were disappointed because... One thing that's really funny is that Kenyans are known for not showing up on time or for being late or for not showing up at all.
Yeah.
And there was several missionaries, Mzungus, white people,
who swore they were going to be there. They're like, oh my gosh, you're going to have free training on that? Oh my gosh, photography and video and how to implement it in ministry. Wow, we'll be there.
And so there was tons of them that said they were going to be here.
Yeah,
and they only had two or three.
Yeah.
Three of them.
3 people.
And they had like 15 of them say they were going to come. And so we were like, it's really random that the Kenyans showed up in wide numbers and were on time and early. There were some guys here that were here like an hour early, which is bizarre for Kenyans. And yet the missionaries never showed up.
Yeah, it was really weird.
We're like, that's bizarre.
I was really disappointed because I'm like, I'm doing this to help benefit your ministry and further, what you guys are doing, and you don't care.
He still had close to 30 people at the training, so it was a big class for somebody who's never taught a class before.
Yeah, there was like over 30 people per class, so it was still a big hit. It's just the people that I was expecting to be there weren't there. But a lot of other people from Kenyan churches and ministries around town and stuff, they all showed up, and they were very, very appreciative of the fact that we were able to teach them stuff that they never would have been able to be trained in. So it was really cool.
One of them was taking them back to their ministry and going to do a training on the training that they got. Which I'm like, wow, I wonder how that's going to translate. But, it was just more the key thing that they really felt it was important, what they learned.
Yeah.
So then Thursday we went to an orphanage, and this orphanage is a little different. It's called Instep. And Shaggy's actually going to post a blog about them, a video about them, and stuff like that. But
it's
really neat place.
Absolutely amazing orphanage.
We'll let their video talk for them mostly, but we can share a few stories.
Yeah, I mean, most of the orphanages that you hear about here in Kenya and that you see images of, they're usually like sad kids and kids that don't have anything going for them, and here is just they had 104 kids, and they all were very, very happy children. They had great facilities, clean facilities.
Very nice. I mean, they have their own shamba farm. They had cows. They had the cleanest water in Kitale.
Just about the whole region. Almost.
About the whole region. And that's a whole really cool story, but you'll have to ask them about that in person.
Well, not in person, but we'll hopefully have a video that we can put on.
No, we can't put any video up of that. But
if
they have their story's pretty neat. It's just pretty cool how they got water, but they ended up getting water drilled into a clean river about 300 feet deep, and so they don't even have to boil it, which is crazy which
is unheard of.
You have to boil water in Kenya.
Yeah.
But
so that was, let's see, and then
some of the stories.
Some of the stories were just outrageous.
You've probably seen them on our Facebooks, but like one of them, there was a trial recently here in Kenya that for stepmom and dad that had broken a child for child abuse, more or less. But child abuse has got to be really bad here in this country because they whip with sticks all the time. It's nothing big. But the stepmother of these children, a 3-year-old and like a 10-month-old, or not even 10-month at that time.
Infant, almost.
The infant got put down on a jiko, which is like a hibachi girl, small girl.
The mom was like cooking her backside, literally.
And we have a picture of the little girl's leg.
We have pictures of some of the scarring. It's just breaks your heart.
And then the little boy also got sent on the Jico. I don't think his scarring was as bad because he's older and probably could jump off. But then he also got a broken leg, and he testified against his stepmom in court and his dad. And they were asking, so who broke your leg? And he was like, she did. And was your dad there? Yeah, he was there. He didn't touch us, but he also didn't stop it. And because he was able to say those things, the parents put
in
prison or whatever it is here. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Another story she was telling me, she found a kid that was just sitting on the side of the road being eaten by ants and
Just horrible, sad stuff. You know.
So the kids they take though are not just normal kids. They take abandoned children or children that are having some severe issues.
Kids that have been just tossed aside, tossed in dumpsters. Babies that have been,
So if you want more about that ministry,
stories.
We'll post their website with their video. Shaggy will put their website on their video at the end there, and you can watch their video that we post on our blog as well.
Yeah.
So then Friday we went to the mountain just to take pictures and see the view.
Yep. Mount Elgon's about an hour from here because of the road, so it's maybe 45 miles away.
It's like 40 kilometers.
Yeah. Or 30 miles, 40 kilometers, something like that.
Yeah, it's not very far, but it takes a while to get there because we took this roundabout way so we could take good roads. And trust me, those roads weren't very good. This international highway had potholes everywhere. But then I had Shaggy...
Potholes like this deep. It was ridiculous.
And this is the international highway.
Yeah.
And then...
Then we went off on a side road to go up into the mountain, and the road there was just wonderful.
It was like going up the road of a mountain in the States. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
I told Shaggy to take pictures of that too. I was like, you can't just take pictures of the bad road. Take a picture of this good road too.
Compare, yeah.
To compare. So then that was really pretty and fun. And
got pictures of the scenery and of the mountains and everything.
Then they got home and started preparing. The morning of and then the evening of that, he was preparing for Saturday's training.
Saturday's training. Where we went over video and how to apply that. That was also a big success. About halfway through the training, my back started really hurting. I felt like I needed to sit down and just aching, like I'd strained my back. And then right after the training, we had lunch and I felt loopy. And then after that, I started getting really tired by the end of lunch. So I went upstairs, and before I had a chance to lay down, Lauren came upstairs and
he had a fever.
Bumped into me, and she's like, "Dude, you're burning up." So I had to go lay down, and so we thought it was malaria. And then this morning I woke up and I felt okay. And then as the morning went on, I started feeling worse again, body aches and just horrible, horrible flu symptoms. And then I went to the clinic, and we pulled up, and I'm like, that's a clinic? That's, ooh, yikes, that does not seem clean. But, yeah, I posted some pictures on Facebook of the clinic that I went to. It was kind of scary. We went inside, and it was okay. The waiting room had like plywood furniture and a manual, old school.
They also had a nice laser printer though too.
50-year-old typewriter. Yeah, it was kind of wild. Wires hanging down from the electricity. So we went in and got my
by means, I looked at the picture and I said, "Shaggy, what are you complaining about? That's really clean in Kenyan standards."
Yikes! So I wasn't really too worried about it. I just wanted to get my malaria test done so I could see.
It's really a lab. It wasn't really a clinic, and they just took a sample of his blood and
they pricked my finger with a brand new needle from a brand new package. They pulled it out in front of me.
That was the first question I asked.
Yes. And smeared it. They smeared my finger on a slide, which was kind of weird because typically they have this little tube that sucks the blood up, and then they will dab that on. But yeah, they just took my finger and just rubbed it on the slide. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. But then they're like, it'll be 10 minutes, so come back in 10 minutes.
It was
cost like 50 cents for the
Could you imagine going to a lab and paying 50-something cents seriously to get a test done? No, it'd be like $250 in the States, but it was crazy. $250, not 250 cents, because that would still be really cheap in American standards.
Yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to get the malaria and the typhoid test done, that's like 200 shillings or so like $2.
A little over $2.
Yeah, or under $2. It's insane.
So it's been quite an adventure the last few days. We had church service this morning. It was kind of small because there is a lot of people with malaria, which is part of the reason for the concern. Yeah. There's been a big malaria breakout. Apparently, the mosquitoes have been really carrying it. So we've been lucky. No malaria for us.
Even though Lauren's gotten bit by like 20 different mosquitoes, and I've gotten bit by one.
They love me. You know that. So Cooper hasn't seemed to have any, though.
Yeah, thank God.
Amazingly.
Thank God.
Which he's usually attacked before I am anymore. So that catches us up. Sorry it took us so long to get this vlog out. We've just been really busy. We're going to be here for 2 more days, and then we leave on Wednesday. So tomorrow we'll be doing pictures and stuff like that, trying to
Doing
get
interviews
and pictures of
getting
the
the last
ministry.
bit of media in for
And some training with David.
Yeah, last little bit of training
And then packing. Because Tuesday we're going to go to a place called Carry View and
that overlooks the Great Rift Valley.
So Shaggy's going to take some really cool video there and hopefully post a blog about that.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
And maybe we'll post a blog with the Great Rift Valley hanging behind us. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? So I'm sure you guys would like that. So here's to you guys. Thanks for your prayers. It's been an amazing trip, and we are coming in on the close already.
I know, I can't believe it.
It's really crazy.
So we're gonna be home in less than a week.
Yeah, we need help packing and cleaning the apartment.
yeah. So if you guys want to come and help us pack or come load the U-Haul storage container boxes that we're having shipped across country Friday evening, that would be awesome to help.
Yes.
And then Saturday, just cleaning the apartment, shampooing the carpets,
all that kind of stuff.
Getting all the
so we
mess
don't
from
we don't have
Cooper's
to pay
juice.
anything.
Yeah.
So
Cooper spills juice and it makes big messes, and you gotta clean the carpets.
Clean the carpets, the bathrooms, the kitchen, the oven, the refrigerator, all that good stuff.
Yay!
Stuff we get to look forward to while we're recovering from jet lag. So come help us out. All right, we love everybody, and we thank you again for your prayers, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.